Hello. What a coincidence. Imagine meeting you here. Nice to see you. What a coincidence. I wanted to talk about reading the cards without having the cards with you. Lots of times people might say, "Can you give me a reading?" And you say, "I didn't bring my cards with me." And that's not really that important. You could do a reading without your cards. All you really need to have is a clear knowledge of whatever deck it is you're using. If you use the Rider-Waite deck or some other deck, to know every one of those cards in your mind. You know what the Eight of Swords looks like and the Hermit looks like and all that. And if you got that, you could actually do a reading with just a piece of paper and a pencil, and you could do a reading on a professional level, as long as you're not thinking that the cards have some type of power and that there's a force bringing out certain specific cards physically on the table, which I don't believe in. And you could do a very good reading. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I've made a couple other YouTubes doing this before in the past, but it's been a while. So there's a lot of people here probably never saw that before. So you're going to draw these cards from your mind. And as you're drawing them, you're going to write them down. Now, I would say start out, if you're going to try to do this, I would start out with a 3-card spread. So you just throw over 3 cards, 2 of Swords, Page of Wands, Empress. Those are your 3 cards. Those just come off the top of your head. Past, present, future. 2 of Swords, Page of Wands, Empress. And as long as you got it written down on paper, you got something to look at. And you know where those cards belong in your spread. And you could do a reading. Cards are just giving you ideas. Whatever your meanings are, doesn't make any difference. They're your meanings. And you got those cards from your mind. And the way to do this, the way I practiced doing this was imagine the deck in your hand, and then imagine throwing over a card from that deck. What card is it? And a card's going to come to your mind. So I see the Strength card. And then the next card, Ace of Cups. And so on. You just go down the list of however many cards you need. The only thing you need to watch for is that you don't have a duplicate. If you're doing something like a Celtic cross, there's 10 positions. It would be easy for you to say the same card twice. But if you're writing them down, you can take a quick look and see, I don't have any duplicates here. So we're going to do an actual example reading doing this, and I'll show you how this works. All right, I have a piece of paper and a pencil here. Let's start right off with the Tower card. 2 of Cups. First 2 cards. Page, Wands, Hierophant, Knight, Swords, 8 swords. A lot of swords here. Tower. Oh, we got the Tower already. Moon card. 6 wands. Queen cups. 9 pentacles. So there's my Celtic cross. Now I can go quickly and see, do I have any cards that are duplicates? Got 6, 8, moon. No, I'm good. So that's all you really have. Now you got these written down. You know what your cards look like because you know your deck. And you could just look at this and say, this is what my cards are. and we could actually do the reading. If you want to square them off, you can do that. That's up to you. It makes it easier. And that's that. So now we're going to do the sample reading would be always be this. I'm going to actually write this out clearer so you can see this better. Here I have 2 cups. And I got the tower. First 2 cards. Knight. Swords. Page. Wands. Hierophant. Moon. 6 wands. Here we have 8 of swords here. This is the 6th position. Queen. Cups. 9 coins. That might be a little easier to see. So I got the 2 of cups here. There were always my questions will always be, my readings will always be a sample of how are we going to achieve this, whatever it is we're trying to accomplish. And I here have the 2 of cups with the tower card. So there's a situation that we need to make a big choice on. A big decision has to be made on some important issue that abruptly came up here that we're going to have to make an important choice on something here. You're seeing it as the moon card over here in the position 7. It's how you're seeing this question. And you don't have all the answers. You're seeing this as you have a lot of things to find out yet. It's pretty vague right now. Things are hazy with you with that moon card. So you need to find answers. You're going through right now with the Page of Wands in the position 3 of going in a different direction than what you normally would do. This tower is forcing you to do that. This tower is making you rearrange furniture, disrupting things in some way, and you're trying to find out what this new path or this new solution is going to be. And what you're looking for with the Hierophant is some kind of guidance on how to get this done, because this moon card is showing you don't have the answers. This Hierophant is what you're looking for. You need some outside source. What you got going for you as far as something in your corner is the Knight of Swords, is you can take action. So it is going to be in your hands. You can take action on this once you find out what to do. Opportunity coming in the 6th position with the 8 of Swords. There will be advancement, improvement in the next 2 or 3 months as you think things out clearly here. 6 of Wands in the 8th position. Overcoming some type of obstacle. It's important that we look at this situation urgently. Now is when the timing is to act now on this. This tower is an abrupt situation. The 6 of Wands shows that we have to make some type of take on this challenge now. Now's the time to do that. The purpose of this with the Queen of Cups, is you don't know why this happened. You want to find answers on what caused this, because I think you're concerned that this could happen again if that isn't found. So it's like, okay, this happened, but why? What was the reason for this? What was what was the problem here, or what was the what brought this about? A better understanding is what you want, more than likely, because you want to be able to make sure that this doesn't happen again. So this is prevention. And the 9 of Coins is attainment. More than likely with the nine of coins, I see it as attainment here. So I'm seeing this as more than likely things will work out fine because you're going to have a chance to advance with the Eight of Swords once you get this information down from the Hierophant. It's important you act quickly. Don't put this off in any way because this is urgent. But if you do act quickly, you're going to find that once you find your answers, this knight can move forward with things. And attainment should be possible. Once you start advancing with the Eight of Swords, things should start to move pretty quickly. Once that ball starts rolling, it should start to move pretty quickly. So you can see how you could do a reading. We just got advice on something here without a deck of cards at all. These cards just came from us, our mind. We know the deck, so we can make that mental visualization of those cards coming off the top of that deck into these positions. Doing a card reading without a deck of tarot cards. This shows you how the you can still get very valuable information. And what's nice about this, it'll use whatever deck you use in your mind. So whatever deck you're using, you could do this. And I know it works because I've done it with some people and it works out very well. Once you got these cards laid out, I think it's important to have it written on paper though, because you're not going to remember all these cards if you don't. If you wanted to look at the suits, you could also do that. You could say, okay, well, I have swords, two of them, two wands, two cups. They're pretty evenly done here. I think this to me, that means that this would affect all aspects of your consciousness in one way or another. So it's a big, this here affects every part of your life, this tower. It would have an effect probably on finances, on emotional, on stress. And just your peace of mind. Well, it's a big decision. And you weren't expecting that to be there with the tower. The choice is going to be yours after you've talked to some people here with the Hierophant. In the meantime, yeah, it's a little vague right now. You need to find answers with the Moon card. But it's important you act quickly because that Six of Wands is showing that. You'll find out what caused this as you move forward and know more. Opportunity to advance. Once the ball starts rolling, I see this Nine of Cups, coins coming around as something that's going to work out fine for you. So just keep moving what you're doing. Find that advice. Move quickly. Things will start to come into play. It'll start to come clear to you. You'll be able to take action, get the ball rolling, and you'll know why this come around with the Queen of Cups, and you'll be able to resolve it with the Nine of Coins. So it's a card reading without a deck of cards. But that information is the same information you would have if you threw cards on the table. You don't need them on the table. You need them in your mind. How they get in your mind, whether it's cards on the table or just cards from your head, doesn't make any difference as long as they get in your brain. That's what's important. So anyway, keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon. Bye.